Hello, I'm Ms Fazakerly and I'm the Year 9 Progress Leader. I'm going to be talking to you about what to consider and why to choose options. Things to consider. So what subjects do I enjoy? You are going to be doing this subject for 2 years. Now it's really important that you enjoy that subject. Having that one subject in particular that week in, week out you look forward to, and you look forward to doing the home learning and you look forward to doing your revision, that is really important because you are setting yourself up to be really successful. What subjects am I doing well in? Looking at the subjects that you find naturally a bit easier than others is really important. So looking at those subjects that you're succeeding week in, week out, you're doing really well in things within the class, not only the exams, but things within the class. So it's consistently being successful. That is another thing that would be really important. How do I like to learn? Now, if we look across the whole school, every subject teaches ever so slightly differently. They have ever so slightly different content. They have different ways in which they structure their exam answers. They have different ways in which they have an exam or a coursework based subject. If you think that exams are your thing and you find exams quite a lot easier than coursework, take an exam subject. If you think that coursework you find doing it over time, you find that easier, that is a brilliant option for you. What do I want to be when I'm older? Now, looking at the GCSE, that is a stepping stone to your career path. That's not to say if you pick something now you have to do it for the rest of your life, not at all. But if we look at, for example, if you want to be a journalist or something to do with film, taking media would help with that stepping stone. Looking at something like media will help with that stepping stone to get you on the path that you need, to open your options at A level, then open your options again at university level. How will I get to my end goal? Now, looking at what career path you would like to take and what your end goal is. So if your end goal, for example, is to be a film producer, looking at media and leading up to media, taking that pathway, that will steer you in that direction. That will have the experience linked with that. What do my teachers think? Now, this is really important that on options evening you are having these honest conversations with teachers. Now, if that's the conversation that sometimes you do find it difficult, or sometimes you find it that little bit easy, these are the conversations to have with your teacher. So your teacher's there every single lesson, they experience you the most within those lessons. Seeing what they think is really important. What do my parents or carers think? Now, parents and carers are really important to be on board with your option choices. If they have a way to support you even further, that is brilliant. Now, if your parents hear you moan all the time about a certain subject, they'd probably advise you not to take it. Why not to consider? So what not to choose? A subject just because a friend is doing it, and I've been through this would be a really silly idea. A subject just because you like the teacher. We cannot guarantee which teacher you will be taught by. We cannot guarantee what teachers will be doing the GCSE or the A-level options or the Key Stage 3 subjects. We cannot guarantee that. You will not be given your choices automatically. Your options depend on how well you have achieved in a particular subject in Year 9. So that's really important to work as hard as we can, linking with those subjects. So if we know it's a coursework-based subject, but you're not doing very well in English, is that the best option for you? Recommendation by a member of staff following discussion with your parents. So that is a conversation between the staff and the parents to discuss everything there. Group sizes. Unfortunately, if we have 300 students wanting to do a subject, we cannot offer that. We would not be able to offer that simply because we don't have the ability to host that. Behaviour and attendance. So if your behaviour within that subject is really poor, then we will consider it looking forward. If your attendance is really low and you were hoping to do the coursework-based subject, that probably isn't advised even slightly. Because looking at attendance and coursework, it's really important that you have been there for the content lessons as well as the lessons where they've worked through the coursework. Any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.